Made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing, man. Going down every Wednesday, every Saturday here on Main Man Made Man's Boxing. Want to get on here and chop it up real quick about this Andy Ruiz situation, in which we know the news is out. Word on the curb is that Andy Ruiz has now officially parted ways with his now former trainer in Manny Robles. And the word on the curb is that PBC had to step in and they had to stop it. And I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And allow me to explain, but I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. And it shows that maybe they're trying to me, possibly save Andy Ruiz's career before it's too late. Mr. Tiptoe, what's up with you? Salute to you. Salute to everybody coming in, man. Everybody come on in, hit the thumbs up for me. But yeah, man, when you think about this situation, right? It's like, yo, look, man, it's not like the normal trainer and fighter thing where, oh, it looked like the fighter's getting big-headed and he's running over his trainer and that's messed up. He get to the top and he trying to erase his trainer. I don't think that's the situation. Now, Manny Robles clearly is explaining to everybody that, yo, I ain't got no control over Andy Ruiz. Nobody has no control over Andy Ruiz. Let Manny Robles say it. I got Marquise Monroe in the building. Alan Williams in the building. Salute, salute, salute. According to Manny Robles, and I quote, I've seen it coming. I'll be honest with you. I seen it coming during the camp. I saw it coming. Andy was just doing whatever the hell he wanted to. The dad, obviously, with him being the manager, he just had no control over his son. None of us had control of him for that matter. So I just saw it coming. It wasn't going to work because he wasn't listening. He's not listening to me. He's not listening to his dad. He's not listening to nobody. He said it himself after the press conference. He apologized to me, the dad, because he effed up. So I figured it's okay. It's only a matter of time before I got the call. Damn, I'm gonna leave it right there. But then he goes on to say, because the article insists is that Andy Ruiz's father, who's his manager, insisted that Al Heyman and PBC make this situation happen. Manny Robles says apparently, and I quote, they apparently told them that they didn't want the same thing to repeat itself. It is what it is. I don't know what to tell you. It's not the first time it's happened to me. I'm sure it's not the first time it's happened to other coaches. And I'm going to leave it at that. So the thing is this. Manny Robles is telling everybody, I got no control over Andy Ruiz. We ain't connecting. After that Joshua fight, he disappeared. Fell off the map for 4 months. Where he was at? They say Cali, they say Mexico. My man was everywhere, living it up. And Manny Robles couldn't get a phone call, nothing. And he see Andy Ruiz, he come back a blimp. Not wanting to work, not wanting to put no effort in the gym, pissing away the opportunity of a lifetime. But it is what it is. And we're going to keep on elaborating. Miguel Hernandez in the building. Oh, shit. What's up with you? Fam in the building. Marquise Monroe says, yo, man, Andy Ruiz needs to part from some of the associates. They are not good for his career. And look, man, here's my thing. Manny, the reason I say this is different from most of the others, say like, you know, Daniel Jacobs and Andre Rozier or situations like that. The reason this is a little different than me is because Manny went to the top with Andy. It ain't like Andy dropped him off before the Joshua fight. He ain't even drop him off in the rematch. He been to the top with Manny. And now he fell from the top and he got to basically restart. PBC, to me, is looking like, well, we stepping in because this can very well happen again. Let's just say, you know, Andy takes the Dillian White fight that Eddie trying to wave out there, or trying to up the price and all. Let's say he go in that fight in terrible shape, just like he did against Joshua. It's very well possible and reasonable that will happen. He gets stopped, knocked out, look terrible. Career's over. Yeah, he get the money. Career's over. PBC probably saying, like, hey, well, we don't want that. That don't make no sense to us. So this is what we gonna do. Manny Robles, you did it. Thanks for getting Andy to where you got him at. But you serve Andy. Look, well, they're advising to Andy. This is what you need to do because he got no control over. You not connecting right. It ain't working. The results, it ain't working. And look, Manny been to they may got history. They probably like family. You know how coaches and fighters relationships are. Family. They see them as blood. But he took them to the top. He ain't drop them off. But PBC sitting back and they're like, look, man, this ain't the Andy Ruiz we had. This is what happened. It all just fell apart. Why there's no connection right there? We can't let this happen again because it can happen again. And it probably will happen again if we just sit back and do nothing. I'm usually opposed to the suits getting involved with the things that go on inside the ring. I'm like, yo, y'all job is to take care of everything outside the ropes, not more so inside the ropes. But in this situation, man, I do feel like if Andy Ruiz just keep everything just the status quo, everything just be left alone, it'll happen again. That's what I think. What y'all think? I don't know. Muhammad Ali says, are they using that as an scapegoat? Ultimately, it's down to fighters to turn up and show out, and Ruiz is disrespecting. And he is. I don't take no, like it's all definitely Andy Ruiz's fault, without a doubt, fam. It's all Andy Ruiz's fault. And I'm not putting nothing on Manny Robles. The only thing I'm saying is that the connection ain't there for whatever reason. And he need Andy a grown-ass man. It's hard to reach a grown-ass man who just came up probably like Andy just came up. But they got to do something because it will repeat itself. And Andy got still a little prestige left. His name still, the fact of the matter is, yeah, AJ might have beat him last fight, but at the end of the day, they 1-1. And that still has some prestige with it right there. And PBC ain't gonna just let them piss that away. They stepping in before it's too late. You see Eddie trying to wave, Eddie trying to get it. Eddie trying to like, look, come fight Dillian White in the UK, whatever. They trying to make this happen. They saying the zone wanted in America, but Eddie to maximize and to maximize off of Dillian White, he wants it in. It's just whatever. But they just trying to steal Andy's prestige, and that's what it's all about. So I actually think the decision for PBC to step in and say, look, man, y'all didn't rode the wave. You rode the wave with Manny. And Manny, yeah, you got him to the Joshua situation. And, but that rematch and what we seen in that, we can't let that go forward, man. And that just, Manny got paid well. He ate very good with Andy. Andy ain't going to probably, if PBC stepping in this way, I don't know if they'll be 100% on board with allowing that Dillian White fight. I think they'll slow Andy down. If they got this much pull over Andy to tell him to get rid of his trainer, they may slow him down. I'm just saying. They may slow him down and say, nah, we not doing that Dillian White thing. We gonna do all this. Wayne Jr. in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you, man? Chilling. Talking about this Andy Ruiz situation, man. It's just crazy. It's crazy. PBC, I don't usually give, like I say, these suits. I don't usually be condoning none of this, nothing like this. You stay out of the way of trainers and fighters' relationships and all that. Y'all don't got no say-so right there. But here, it's like, bro, they trying to stop the train wreck. It's like they trying to say, look, man, we see the writing on the wall. And then reports coming in that they ain't looking no better like that. Like, you still reluctant to come to the gym or whatever. The train wreck is on the wall. And that's what they saying. MBT Boxing, what's up, fam? What's up with you, homie? What's going on, man? Appreciate you sliding through, fam. Good to see you, man. Good to see you all day. Muhammad Ali say, man, he need a psychiatrist, man, throwing his career away, man. Yeah, man. They trying to slow him down, bro. They trying to slow him down, man. They just trying to say, hold up, man. We got to get a hold on this because if not, Andy ass is gone out and he going for the bag. He going for the bag. He going to mess around and take one of them Eddie offers out there and Dillian White gonna beat the dog crap out of him, and all of Andy's career at that moment is pretty much a wrap. but PBC can put him in rotation. Adam Kalnaki's still right there. I keep telling you, that's the fight that they wanted prior to that Joshua first fight. They was talking Adam Kalnaki and Andy Ruiz. That fight is still on the table. I don't see why not. And if you think PBC going to, I don't see him. If they got this much control, I don't see him throwing them right into there with Dillian White. I don't see it, man. I don't see it, man. I just don't see it. Not at all. Prime Andy puts a beating on a prime Dillian, the slug White. Yeah, I mean, if Andy got to get back to what he was, I think it's going to take a fight, though. And I don't think he should go right like until we know, until Andy's head, his mental is all the way in it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that fat kid that love cake. We got to see the eye of the tiger in this bitch. You know what I mean? We can't be, you know, I mean, he's so jolly and shit and soft. You know what I mean? Like we got to stop seeing it. So I hope so, man. I hope they reach Andy before it's too late. But this is what it seems like to me that PBC is doing. They don't have the confidence that Manny Robles can reach Andy Ruiz right now. And if he can't reach Andy, and everything that what Manny is saying is true, then it's a train wreck ahead. It's a train wreck ahead, man. You know what I'm talking about? And that's just how I see it. That's just how I see it, man. All day. Miguel Hernandez, what happened with Top Rank? PBC wants to hold and mold that cash cow. Yeah, I mean, you know, Bob Arum, man, pretty much flushed Andy down the toilet, man, after that Joseph Parker fight. You know what I mean? He put him on the back burner, had a lot of bad shit to say. It just went bad. But PBC resuscitated him, gave him a second breath, gave him a second shot at it, took him to the top. And, you know, they looking at it like, yo, they probably sit back in that rematch. And when they seen Andy approaching that fight for that rematch with Joshua, they probably was like, what the hell? They probably was all in them offices and on them phones, emails flying, all that, them suits, all communicating. Like, what the hell? Yo, what the hell? Andy up in this bitch, 280 pounds, 283 pounds. What is going on? What ain't nobody been telling us? And they were probably caught off guard with that, man. And that train wreck is coming again, Joe. Equal Foundation in the building. What's up, man? What's up, homie? Good to have you, man. All day. Marquise Monroe, I don't think it's trainer afforded. Andy, that I don't think it's trainer afforded. Andy, that money made him lose his hunger. And he admitted he did not follow the game plan. Yeah, he did admit all that. And it's all Andy's fault. I mean, that's why I say I don't want this to seem like I'm saying anything negative towards Manny Robles, because I'm not. Manny Robles was just the trainer who was there to do what he always done and to prepare Andy Ruiz for a fight. And he probably was shocked to see this version of Andy Ruiz in the camp, because coming up together, Andy was working hard to get to where he had to get to. So when he seen that version of Andy walk up in there like, man, what the hell am I working with here? His fat ass been out here chilling in Mexico, scarfing down. So, hey, man, you know, I don't want it to seem at all like I'm saying anything bad towards Manny Robles, because I'm not. This is Andy's fuck up. His decision. This is PBC's attempt to clean it up. And they just don't believe that Robles is the one that can reach Andy to make the plan happen. And looking at from what as Robles is actually saying out of his mouth, the words that he's saying, I don't believe it either. And then that's why I keep telling y'all, fight fans, train wreck is coming. You know what I mean? Who would make a good trainer and babysitter for Andy? That's a good question, fam. That's a great question. I don't know, man. The PBC will have to look, man. That's a good question. I don't know if they want to go to the top and get him a top dog there, because it would take somebody who would need some time, like who really not managing. I think like a lot of fighters. I don't know, man. I want to say Robert Garcia. I don't know. That's something I would think about, and I really don't want to answer that right off top. That's a good question. That's a very, very good question. Virgil is always been just so good, and then he on the West Coast. I think Virgil, man. But I don't know Virgil kid to work with the heavyweights too much. I would like to see him with Virgil Hunter, man. That's just always been my choice, and I think he can give him he could be the disciplinarian, the one that can really make a good solid attempt to really reach Andy. You know what I'm saying? And still enforce the skills that Andy's has and give him more, even, you know, implant that footwork in him. I think Virgil would be a very good decision, you know, a good choice. Plus, like I say, on the West Coast, real cool. You know what I'm saying? Let me see, man. Equal Foundation says, man, I can't say because Andy is young, because by 30 years you should be grown man shit. Yeah, grown. He take all blame. Grown man shit. Fucking it up. But Andy, leave Andy unchecked. Andy gonna try to get that bag from Dillian, go in there and get his ass whooped. Man, leave it unchecked. PBC like, nah, we ain't doing that, yo. We got other plans. We ain't doing that, champ. You gonna have to chill out, get a new trainer. We gonna find you somebody else. And look, man, we gonna monitor your ass. We gonna put an ankle monitor on your motherfucking ass. That's what they gonna do with Andy. I'm telling you, man. He better represent. It's up to Andy, says Miguel Hernandez. Yeah, it's up to Andy. And that'd be real messed up if PBC make these correct, or if they're advising him to make these corrections or whatever, and he make these corrections, and he still come back with some lazy ass, fat ass attitude, fat kid love cake attitude, then guess what? He done, man. He done. That money then ruined him. Some money has ruined fighters in the past. You can speak through the years in boxing, man. Money has ruined a lot of fighters, and this could be that story, man. I don't know, but I think the decision is smart. I back the decision for this right here, man. If the words of Manny Robles is true, and he's saying that PBC advised them to get rid of him, man. Hey, I see it. I mean, y'all had a great run. Once again, you went to the top. You know, you went in 2 fights with him, with Anthony Joshua. And at this point, PBC gonna start him over. They're gonna probably try to get him in the PBC in carousel. That's what I think. Like I said, the Dillian White fight is for the bet. If I told y'all the other night, if Andy plans on getting out of boxing, he has no love for boxing. He really does. He just doing it just to be going through the motions. Then take the money with Dillian and get the hell out of boxing. But if he plans on being around, if he wants to be, stay a factor in the heavyweight division, then maybe PBC says this is the reason we slowing him down. There's a lot of other fights that could be made on that PBC side for Andy. A lot of fights. Maybe not as big as money that Eddie trying to throw out there, because Eddie want that prestige. Eddie trying to take the little prestige that man got. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Eddie want. That's what he want to pay for. PBC like, nah, man, they trying to protect that. And I know a lot of people probably don't want to hear that, especially the Eddie Hearn fans out there. But shit, that's just what it is. They looking out for their fighter. They looking out for their interests. We ain't gonna just let you come like y'all. Look what they did to Charles Martin, man. You know what I mean? Charles got paid, but Charles had to hit the mean reset button. You did. So, I mean, come on, man. They took all of Charles's prestige. Bought them belts off him. That's what Eddie did before. And they trying to run that same thing on Andy. They trying to drain it. Y'all got to understand, man. It's about selling power, prestige, and all that. All that shit play a part in these boxing streets, man. For real. And Eddie's one of those promoters that's aware of that. And he's willing to pay for that if he have to. But when he get it, what it does for his brand and his supposed companies that he worked for, all that, it helps the situation. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Hey, man, we get this Chad Mullen in person, man. We got a troll rolling around up in here. All right, that should have did it. Let's see, man. Yeah, man. Got him up out of here, man, all day, man. But yeah, man, that's just the situation, man. So I'm just gonna say that I back the decision, and I'm down to see how this affects Andy Ruiz and what's gonna be his decision going forward. Now, it's gonna be a dumb decision taking if I don't think it's gonna happen, but if he takes the fight with Dillian White and changes trainers the way he doing, then I would think it's a stupid decision, because you're gonna change trainers right before the Dillian White fight after coming off that AJ fight. And who knows, that third AJ fight may be still on the table. Maybe they don't want to burn that bridge. Who knows? PBC thinking about a bigger picture for Andy. While all Eddie is doing is trying to buy Andy and get rid of him. And they see this as, look, man, we saving Andy at the end of the day. And we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it play out. And I'm going to leave it right there, man. Much love to all the fight fans out there, man. Thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. All day. Don't forget, We Talking Boxing, man. Going down Saturday. Have a whole host of topics. We gonna chop it up. Also, that's the same day my main man Jerry Swift Hurd coming back. The road to redemption to reclaim the throne. Jerry Swift Hurd all day. And also that Danny fight coming up Saturday too, man. But yeah, man, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Marquise Monroe says, I think Andy got the taste of that money and now turning into a prize fighter. Hey, I mean, yeah, more. I mean, and that was the debate going into this Dillian White thing. They like, look, Joe, you're not going, and that's why they like Eddie. I had to come back with a better offer because when we paid him in the Joshua situation, he like, nah, my price has been raised, prize fighter status. Yeah, I still got prestige, and until I lose again, guess what? I'm holding on to it, and I'm gonna cash in on this. You did, and PBC like, nah, hold on. It's like equity in the house, bro. It's like equity in a house. They ain't selling that house just yet. Well, I still got a lot of equity in it. And that's the name of the game. All day. I catch up on the next one, man. And I see y'all Saturday. To the next one. Peace out.